Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. On the afternoon of July 27, 2025, a gentle wave of anticipation swept through the city of Beijing. The summer air shimmered with warmth, but the real heat came from something else, something more human. The Snickers Live event had drawn a crowd of thousands, both on-site and across live streams around the globe. And at the heart of it all was Wu Lei. When he stepped onto the stage, time seemed to slow. He wasn't surrounded by special effects, nor did he arrive with dramatic fanfare. And yet, the moment he appeared, the energy in the room shifted. Dressed in a simple yet striking combination of a deep blue shirt and crisp white trousers, Wu Lei didn't need anything extravagant to shine. His presence alone, gentle, unforced, captured the audience in a way that words could hardly describe. But what made the moment unforgettable wasn't his clothes or even the applause that greeted him. It was the sincerity in his smile, the kind of smile that doesn't just stretch across a face, but reaches through the screen and touches something soft in the viewer's heart. It was warm, it was real, and it lit up more than just the stage. It lit up people's moods, their memories, their need to feel connected to something joyful and pure. In that instant, Wu Lei became more than a celebrity. He became a reminder of everything we long for in moments of noise and chaos: grace, authenticity, a sense of stillness amidst the storm. People didn't just look at him, they felt something because of him. Something comforting, something hopeful. From Tokyo to Toronto, from Seoul to San Francisco, fans across time zones paused whatever they were doing just to witness him walk, wave, and smile. It was as if he reminded us, without saying a word, that sometimes it's not the biggest gestures that leave the deepest marks. It's the quiet brilliance of someone simply being themselves. And in Beijing that day, Wu Lei didn't just attend an event. He made the world stop for a moment and breathe. Fashion, when worn with intention, has the power to express what words cannot. At the Snickers event in Beijing, Wu Lei didn't merely dress to impress, he dressed to connect. There was a quiet confidence in his style, a kind of understated elegance that didn't demand attention but effortlessly earned it. In a world obsessed with loud statements and elaborate costumes, his simplicity stood out with striking clarity. His deep blue cotton shirt, sleeves casually rolled up to the forearm, was more than a choice of color. It mirrored the vast summer sky above Beijing, open, calm, full of promise. It suggested clarity and youth, but also stability, paired with pristine white trousers that moved with an ease only possible through precise tailoring. Wu Lei's outfit created an image that felt both cinematic and approachable. He was, all at once, the polished lead in a romance film and the boy next door who never forgot his roots. Yet the charm of his appearance went beyond clean lines and color palettes. It was in the details. A thin silver necklace lay gently beneath the collarbone, barely visible yet unmistakably elegant. His fingers were adorned with bold yet tasteful rings, subtle nods to individuality rather than statements of excess. Even the striped belt hanging loosely from his waistband seemed to tell a story, playful, deliberate, and quietly rebellious against convention. And then there was the way he wore it all, with ease, with grace, without the stiffness often seen in celebrity appearances. He moved not like someone modeling a brand, but like someone simply living in his own skin. Each gesture, each smile, each glance into the crowd suggested that his style wasn't a performance. It was an extension of his personality. That night, Wu Lei reminded everyone that elegance is not found in fabric or fame, but in how effortlessly one wears their truth. His fashion choices were not about trends or luxury. They were about coherence between who he is and what he presents to the world. And that authenticity, woven into every fold of fabric, made him not just a well-dressed man, but a mirror of everything people quietly long to see. Someone who dares to be simple, and in that simplicity, extraordinary. There are moments in live events that are carefully scripted, rehearsed down to the last second, and then there are moments that happen entirely by chance, yet linger far longer in memory. At the Snickers event in Beijing, it was one such unscripted spark that stole the hearts of both those present and viewers across the world. For Wu Lei, a bicycle wasn't just a prop on stage. It was a connection to something deeply personal. As soon as he caught sight of the bike display on stage, his expression shifted from poised professionalism to wide-eyed delight. The transformation was immediate and unmistakably genuine. Without hesitation, he walked over, knelt beside one of the bicycles as if greeting an old friend, and then, almost instinctively, swung a leg over the frame and began pedaling. The sight of him in formal attire riding around the stage with laughter in his voice was unexpectedly touching. It broke the line between celebrity and audience, between image and authenticity. In that instant, he was no longer a public figure. He was simply a young man reconnecting with something that brought him joy. What elevated the moment beyond entertainment was the sincerity behind it. Wu Lei's love for cycling is not a marketing gimmick. It's a part of who he is. His role as a global ambassador for XDS bicycles stems from real-life passion, not commercial convenience. That passion radiated through the crowd and across the live stream, making viewers feel as though they were witnessing a rare moment of unfiltered emotion. Unscripted, unplanned, and absolutely human. But perhaps the most touching part came just after the laughter. Reaching into a small pouch, Wu Lei pulled out a hand-drawn postcard, a sketched route of his favorite cycling trail, and gifted it to a young fan near the stage. The girl's hands trembled as she received it. It wasn't a luxurious item, but it was filled with meaning. That spontaneous gesture reminded everyone watching that connection doesn't require spectacle. It only asks for sincerity. In the age of perfectly curated moments, Wu Lei's joy, his spontaneity, and his willingness to share a piece of himself turned what could have been a simple brand promotion into a memory that felt both intimate and universal. It was more than a viral moment, it was a moment of truth. Sometimes all it takes is a single smile to shift the atmosphere, to silence the noise, and to remind us of something simple yet powerful. That warmth is a universal language. At the Snickers event in Beijing, Wu Lei didn't deliver a grand speech or perform a dramatic gesture to capture attention. He simply smiled. And that smile, caught on countless cameras from every angle, traveled faster than any headline. It was the kind of moment that felt effortless but resonated deeply. His expression wasn't rehearsed or filtered for perfection. It wasn't the glossy grin so often worn in front of flashing lights. It was soft, genuine, and disarmingly honest. There was something in the curve of his lips and the brightness in his eyes that felt familiar. Like a memory you didn't know you were holding onto. That smile didn't just belong to a celebrity. It belonged to someone who seemed real, grounded, and quietly joyful. What made it unforgettable was its sincerity. It appeared during moments of fan interaction, when his eyes lit up at a homemade sign, or when a fan called out his name and he turned, grinning with the kind of affection that didn't need to be forced. It was the kind of smile that made you feel as though he wasn't just smiling at the crowd but at you. And for a fleeting second, people across the globe, whether sitting in a living room in London or scrolling through a phone in Bangkok, felt that connection. Social media responded in waves. Fans called it the marshmallow smile, or Wu Lei's healing moment. Screenshots of that exact smile flooded timelines, accompanied by captions like, "This is what happiness looks like." But what truly made it special wasn't how good it looked. It was how it made people feel. Safe, uplifted, seen. In a world filled with perfectly curated images and polished personas, Wu Lei reminded us of the quiet power of being present. He didn't need to try to be captivating. He simply allowed himself to be open. And in doing so, he gave the audience something they didn't know they needed. A moment of emotional stillness. A reminder that even in the midst of bright lights and loud applause, a true smile still speaks the loudest. Snickers China officially named Wu Lei their director of anti-hunger. But instead of delivering a dull corporate line, Wu Lei made it fun. He compared hunger to low battery mode, and a Snickers bar as your pocket-sized power bank. He laughed, he shared personal anecdotes, and even mentioned how he once biked 20 miles before realizing he forgot to eat. "Don't be like me. Carry a snack," he joked. Authentic, approachable, memorable. What truly struck a chord wasn't just the smile, the style, or even the fun moments. It was how Wu Lei made people feel seen. He waved at fans in wheelchairs. He fist-bumped a child holding a homemade sign. He even signed a Snickers bar for a fan who said it helped them through night shifts. Those small gestures? That's what turns a celebrity into a symbol of hope. Before leaving the stage, Wu Lei asked for a full audience selfie. But instead of standing center stage alone, he knelt down beside the crowd, encouraging fans to raise their hands, laugh, and smile with him. That photo is now framed in hundreds of bedrooms and reposted across the globe. Because that night, Wu Lei wasn't just a star on a stage. He was one of us. In an age of filters and rehearsed charm, Wu Lei reminds us of the power of being real. His smile isn't just beautiful, it's honest. His energy isn't just brand-friendly, it's soul-lifting. He's not just an ambassador for a chocolate bar. He's a messenger of connection, joy, and simplicity. He doesn't sell you something. He shares something with you. Loved this story? So did we. And if you want more heartwarming, inspiring, and unforgettable updates from the world of your favorite stars, hit that subscribe button now. This is Update X24H, your daily dose of positivity, passion, and pop culture done right. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.